You might notice that we're wearing the same clothes as yesterday. Jordan, this video blog is supposed to be your job.
It's too early for me to host a video blog.
Well, let's just say we'll start hosting it in a little bit.
Okay, we can open it here though. Welcome to Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. It's day 2 of the adventure.
Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails is brought to you by Redneck Blinds, Code of Silence Apparel, Hunt Stand Pro Whitetail App, Whitetail Institute, Research Equals Results, B3 Archery, Muddy Outdoors Tree Stands, Stealth Cam Trail Cameras, My Outdoor TV, and Hoyt.
It is 9:08 in the morning and we have arrived at the Maverick in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dad, do you want to bring us up to speed on the last evening's travels and this morning?
Yeah, that was pretty rough last night. It was raining, bouncing down I-40. They say it's like the historic Route 66 and it was built like in, I don't know how when that was built, but I think some of the original concrete is still on the road because it was rough.
And now we are continuing westward. Pretty much all we are doing today is driving.
Yeah.
We need to get to Porterville and meet Drew. And that's...
We have no idea when or where.
Yes.
So that's the way we figure things out here.
Yes.
And Drew, to his credit, he's just going to drive to Porterville, I guess, and hopefully finds us there. Who knows what that kid will do. Somehow we'll find him in Porterville.
Where there's a will, there's a way. So, yeah, that's kind of the game plan for today. We'll be back following this up with another hunting tip, and then we will check back in tonight. Hopefully
we find him.
Hopefully with Drew, and hopefully in Porterville.
As I dodge potholes on I-40, going 81 miles per hour, getting passed by almost every other vehicle, I'm going to give you my random hunting tip of the day. I want to talk about what I think are the easiest stand locations to find and to hunt. And they don't occur everywhere, so this isn't going to apply to the entire audience, but if you do hunt a new area, or maybe you go out of state, you do some public land hunting in another state, whatever the case may be, this tip could really come in handy for you in that situation. But I'm talking about ditches. And they're so easy to find because you can take any topographical map that shows the contour lines, and when you see a sharp corner in the contour lines where there's multiple contours all making a sharp corner, that means that there's a ditch there. And a lot of those ditches, or that's a valley basically, it's not necessarily a ditch, but at the bottom of a lot of those valleys you're going to find ditches, especially in ag country like throughout the Midwest, places where there's a lot of topsoil, because the erosion as it runs down through that area, it scours all the dirt out right down to the rock. And we've got tons of those all over the places that I've hunted in Iowa. I mean, it's a very common terrain feature. Well, they're super easy to hunt because the deer generally will go around those. They don't like to fight through a deep ditch to go down into it and then come back up the other side. They're going to look for one of two things, either a real gradual crossing somewhere, or they're going to go around the top of it. And the easiest one to hunt and the easiest one to find is obviously going around the top, because it's easy to find the top of any ditch, and it's pretty easy to hunt it too, because you can hunt it with the wind blowing from the ridge top over the ditch. So you're right below the trail, the funnel that goes around the top of the ditch, with your scent being carried out below, over the tops, in theory at least, over the tops of the heads of the deer that are below you down the hill further. You can enter those spots by coming up the ditch. Usually that means going in there ahead of the season with a chainsaw and cleaning the ditch out, so you can go through there real fast, real quiet, real easy. Anyway, that's the number one no-brainer. I find those all over the place. They're super easy to hunt, and they generally are very productive because you got to figure that valley separates two ridges, and those ridges are the places where the does bed. So when the rut comes, the bucks are going to be going from one ridge to the other ridge looking for does that are nestrous, and they're going to naturally use those funnels. So hopefully you can find some spots to put that to use this fall.
It is 9:24 p.m. Pacific time. We found Drew at the Bakersfield Airport, so a little bit of a change of plans. But now we are heading to Sequoia, I believe. Dad?
Yes.
Yes?
And I think that's probably a two-hour drive at least.
Yes.
So as if we didn't drive enough. I've been driving since what, 5 a.m.?
It's going to be like 17 hours on the road, I think. 17 or 18 hours.
Brutal.
Yeah. Long day. Long day. But so far so good. So I think we'll probably just wrap it up there. I don't know. The next few days, will we be doing daily vlogs or like 2 days combined into one?
We'll just play it by ear.
Okay, so just keep checking back in. We'll bring you more hunting tips and road trip updates from the next week. But thank you for joining us on today's episode of Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. We'll see you back here again next time. And remember to always dream
Big.